I'm here today with the Chief Economist for Fannie Mae, Dr. Douglas Duncan, and we're going to chat about the markets and what he's seeing on the horizon. What are you seeing today with the single-family market?
We think it will grow in 2017, but not as much as it grew in 2016 or 15. So still positive, but slowing over that 3-year time period. We think that house prices are still going to appreciate strongly because of the lack of supply and the fact that younger households are now moving to buy homes, and there's just not much supply available for them at the low end of the market. So strong price appreciation, some improvement in sales, but slower.
Now, Doug, you had just spoken and you talked about the possibility of a recession on the horizon, and I'm just wondering what markets you think could be impacted by that.
Well, the possibility of a recession is never zero. And right now, I think if you ask economists, they would say maybe a 20% chance in the next 12 months. We actually think it might be a little bit higher than that. From our perspective, if there were a recession, it would probably be a regional recession. So if you think about the decline in oil prices, that was one possibility. It didn't happen, but some of those markets have slowed significantly.
Right.
If the Federal Reserve tightening of monetary conditions were to cut off the supply of funding to the tech startups in Silicon Valley, that could lead to a downturn in Silicon Valley, which has very high house prices at the moment. You could see if agricultural commodities fell off. You could see a slowdown in the Midwest, which there has been some slowdown in commodities prices around the globe. So we kind of think it will be a regional thing, and the local housing market will depend on whether it's one of those regions that's affected.
Okay, and I have to ask you a personal question. You work in Washington, but your home base is in Florida. What are you thinking of Florida right now and Tampa and the fact that 200 people are moving in there every day?
Yeah, Florida has picked up, I think, faster than California and Texas in terms of employment growth. So it's actually doing very well right now. And house prices have been recovering in a lot of the state. And that is traditionally the case when economic activity has picked up. You see in-migration to Florida, and it's actually doing very well in the current environment. And there's more growth, in my view, on the West Coast than there is on the East Coast, because the East Coast is much more expensive than the West Coast. Buying rental markets,
Yes.
rental housing, I think is going to be a good business for a while, simply because of the structure of our workforce, in that a lot of younger people, when they form a house, will become a renter. And these younger people saw the downside to the crisis, and they're going to be conservative about becoming owners. They will eventually become owners, but there's going to be a rental period in there for a while.
So you think they're more price sensitive than their parents, maybe?
I think they are.
They want to have a life too, millennials.
That's absolutely true. They've seen what over leverage causes, and they're reluctant to go there.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to talk to you as usual. We always enjoy your forecasts, and I look forward to talking to you again
Thank you.
soon.